Here, the last review of the night, if you've been keeping track, it's been several. Took pretty much most of the last week off doing reviews because we had family in. This is I've done another review before for coming from Merit, doing waterproof cases, which I like. This is another one, waterproof iPhone 6 case. So I'm going to open this up real fast. The instructions on here, there's not much of instruction wise, there's just a card in the packaging that talks about how to use this. Be careful with these things. The instructions here are kind of like in broken English. My thing is always whenever you're using these tests, is, and I've done these with these other ones, is waterproof test them, water soak test them. And it means is you open this up, put some paper towels in it, put it in a body of water, like fill up your sink halfway, put a pot on top of it with the paper towels inside of it, and let it sit there for an hour or so. And then you want to see if you have any seepage, so you know the seals are good. And before you trust your device inside this thing while you're in the pool or at the beach. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now in terms of quality, it's very solid. These things add a lot of bulk. They're always going to your phone. There's a membrane, very rubbery, it's hard to see in here, membrane case. I kind of like the feel of that. It's not the plasticky ones I've seen before. You definitely want to do is take a look at when you open this up. Just hard here. There we go. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. That's a rubber membrane. Kind of cool looking. And the other thing you want to do is you definitely inspect the rubber gasket. And it seems like the membrane for the screen is all part of one piece of the gasket. So you want to make sure there's nothing in the little track where the gasket goes into. And then here it does come with a wrist strap or neck strap that you can plug onto, and you can put this on your phone. I haven't found the place for it yet, but anyway, the phone itself sits in it like that. It sits pretty. There's a little bit of movement here. You want to be careful of this, and then this should seal. The ones I've tested previously, you can felt them click close. This one I'm not getting that, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you definitely want to make sure that these clip. Okay, so you can see here, so we can, now, I will definitely say this is not something I'm liking, is the, actually I apologize, I have this in upside down, so we can pause this and I'll fix it. Okay, so I got it better now. So this is how it fits. Your pieces here, your power on buttons here, and you can definitely control your phone through this. Now it is very rubber and it's very tactile. Your finger does not slide. It's not smooth. It's rubbery. So your finger does not, there's some tactile feature to this. It doesn't slide across. It doesn't show fingerprints, which is cool. The other ones I've done that are similar. It's like very plasticky. I didn't like. This feels okay. The phone is not bouncing around in here. It definitely feels that it's going to offer a huge chunk of protection if you drop this phone. It's the back of the phone. So you have access to your camera and flash. It's not a separate port like on some of the other ones I've done. And you can open this with your hands. The other ones I've had, you almost have like a little pry bar to open them. So I'm not, again, these are all good things and bad things. The bad things meaning that, until you test this out yourself, I would be hesitant to use this in water. Like fully in the water where you're getting in submerging this. If you're near water at the beach, sand, splashing water, then I would definitely feel comfortable with this. But if you want to, it does say it's IP68, which means it's good for 6 meters. I haven't tried the call quality yet. Again, another thing with these, when you're waterproof, you know, you're in the sort of a bubble. It's call quality, you know, you're talking and you're listening, has to go through a rubber membrane. It mutes and muffles the calls a little bit. So be aware of that. Test it out. There is no capability for a headphone in this one for sure. The other cases that I've tested actually have a special waterproof jack that you can plug in. I'm not a big fan of that because I always get freaky because water can get into the ports. Same with the charging. This one, you definitely have to take it out of the case itself before you can charge it or anything. So that's a good thing. So all that being said, buyer beware. I'm not saying it's a bad product by any means. I'm going to test it. I will put my comments below. I want you to make sure you guys test this out before you use it. That's incredibly important. 10, testing is easy. Put a couple pieces of paper towel, submerge it for a while, check it out. The link for this will be in the review in my write-up below. If you have any questions for this, please leave them in the comments below. And that is all on this waterproof case. Thanks for watching.